Morning everybody, I've just unpacked the firing. It's a bit uneven in places. I was a bit conscious of there being a big white nuka pot. This one here with the iron on it. What happens is that when that one overfires or when it has a long soak, the nuka just suddenly will run and go all over the shelf, and on such a big pot I didn't want to spoil it, so I think I slightly erred on the side of caution and underfired it, which has caused oxidation in part of it. I didn't want to soak it too long or give it too heavy a reduction, so it's a lesson learned there. But on the other side of that, there's one or two stunners have come out of it, so you know, it evens itself out with the firing. You get a nice even firing where all the pots are good, or you get an uneven firing where some are rubbish and then some are exceptional. So I'll take both of those scenarios. So we're just going to set up the camera now, and we'll have a look at one or two of them for you. Okay. Right. I hope you can see me. The last couple of firings I fired some pots for a friend, Amberly McNaught, who's an exceptional potter, really gifted, and she does carved work. Takes hours and hours to carve these, but this is a good example of the oxidation problem that I had, or result I had. This one's reduced, come out really nicely, nice and brown, toasty, and this one here was in the oxidation spot. And you can see how pale it is and sort of almost unfired. It's got a flash on here where it got reduced and then in the oxidation spot. So that's a good example. This can be refired because it's just bare clay, so the glazes and chinos aren't affected by the oxidation. So that'll just go back in and it'll toast up again. So there was a couple of those. What I did also as an experiment for her is I fired this one on 3 little shells on the bag wall. I don't know whether the camera is good enough to pick it up, but it's left it with a salt glazed sort of dark pink tinge to the bottom of it, which is quite nice actually. That could, if these were put in a salt glaze firing, I think they would come out pretty special. So that's something for the future for her to work on. So that's a fantastic result that for her. As I say, she's an exceptional potter and a really nice lass. So. Right, these ones are black slip with chino brushed over a couple of times. They've come out quite nice. This one has the same, but it has blue cobalt oxide brush strokes through it. It was very craggy, and so that's a really nice pot. That I like that. And the bottom of it's slightly underfired. These are my black Temaku, and they've come out a sort of hare's fur green because they've oxidized. But they are really nice little sort of nice little tea balls. So they, as a failure, they're pretty good. This one as well. This one's slightly underfired, but it's given it a satin effect. It's got white slip with a clear celadon glaze. Not celadon's blue, but a clear glaze. It's my celadon glaze that I don't put the iron in, so it ends up as a clear glaze. So that's quite nice. That's a nice little small tea ball. Quite tactile, that one. Another result of the reduction and oxidation. This is the nuka. This side is oxidized, this side is reduced, and you can see the effects of it. I quite like that, even though it's oxidized. But that is over a black. That's over a black slip. But they're very nice. So they've come out okay. Couldn't resist putting a bit of iron oxide on the side of that one. So I don't think that'll be on the shelf for very long. It's quite a nice pot, that. These are noodle bowls or dessert bowls or whatever. That's got my orange chino on the outside with wood ash, and orange chino, a different chino on the inside. They've come out okay. Hope you're seeing all this and I'm not up here or down there. I'll know in a minute when I look back at the video. What else do we have? The big pot. I'll pick it up without breaking it. It's the big pot. It's had iron sprinkled on the top of it. This one I was worried about overfiring it. It's come out fairly well. That's going to be a nice statement piece. Hasn't run. I was conscious of it. Once this starts going, it goes and it all runs off the bottom and sticks to the shelves. So that was the reason why this pot is the cause of it being a bit underfired at the bottom. I would normally soak it. I would normally soak the kiln, put the damper in, and it would draw the heat down into the bottom and even the temperature out at the bottom, but I turned it off a bit quick because I didn't want to cause that one any hassle. That's about it really. What else have we got? That's quite a nice one. That's the Temako inside that's oxidised and it's got a green hair's fur type of effect. It's just got matte slip on the outside. So all in all, it was an okay firing. Good results for Amberley. Okay for me. The last one was you always get when you have an exceptional firing, and then you have an exceptional firing, and it's like it's all very emotional, and you think yeah, and then it goes back to being an okay firing, which is this. So you feel a bit deflated, but you know, give me a day or two, and I'll get enthused about one or two of these. They have to grow on you. Okay, that's it. Off to turn some pots. See you later.